Hi everyone, this is Eliza and welcome back to Eliza's Bookshelf, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to go over all the books that I bought in July. Alright, so I guess I'll start with this one. I got this one from the publisher. It is I Wasn't Supposed to Be Here by Jonathan Conyers. I saw this on their list of books to request, and this one really interested me because if you guys will remember, a long time ago they had like this, was it an Instagram? I'm not sure. Tumblr? It was some website or something called Humans of New York. And it's basically this guy or this person who went around New York and took pictures of people living there and their stories. And a lot of times it was people living on the streets or like having jobs and, you know, looking like they're having a bad day, but basically just going into what their life was really like. And I think they had published at least 2 books that I know of, where it's just like photographs of humans in New York. And I remember buying one of them because my best friend lived in New York at the time. So I wanted to buy that for her and like put her picture in the back and saying like, you know, you are a human of New York as well. This one is about Jonathan Conyers, who was, you know, featured in one of the Humans of New York. It says it was in May 2022. Oh my gosh. That's recent. So I guess it's still going. I definitely have to look into this. But anyways, so he was featured there, and then his life like kind of blew up, right? Because of donations and stuff like that. So it goes into, it's his memoir basically about his life growing up. I think it talked about how his father basically sold drugs just so he can afford diapers for his kids, right? His journey, all the people that affected him and his life in positive ways, bad ways, whatever, right? And now he is a pretty well-known respiratory therapist in New York still, I think. Is it New York? New York University Langone Hospital. Yeah, so he specializes in neonates and pediatrics, which is crazy. So yeah, I requested this and I definitely do want to read it soon. It just sounds so inspiring and motivational. So yeah, I got this one. And then this one I got off of like Instagram, one of these book tours and things like that. I read the first one already called Fae Air. This is the second one, Fae Champion, and I'm definitely interested to see what is coming up next. So in the first book, you have this girl who actually finds out that her family is not who they seem, and she's actually a illegitimate heir to the Fae throne, whatever, right? And something happens, like the heir right now dies, and so they're trying to figure out who's going to be next in line. And of course, her being the actual heir, is thrown into this what is it called, like a tournament, right? So basically everyone who wants to put their hat in the ring to be the next heir to the throne can go into this tournament. Actually, I don't know if that's right. I think you either have to have like someone say they'll put you in, something like that. Anyway, she's in this tournament, and yeah, she's just like fighting for her life. For someone who is like not in this world at all, you always see them kind of win at these things. But the first one was interesting, kind of slow paced at some points, but I do want to see what happens next because I think this follows, like, not follows, but focuses on another character. And then I bought this one, Casey McQuiston's One Last Stop. I bought this because Sam, I'll link her channel down below, she said she really loved this book, and I read Red, White, and Royal Blue and I loved it so much, so obviously I was like, what's next, right? So I want to read this one soon. I think I'm gonna save this for September for the Thick Thighs readathon. It's in 1 week of September. I'll link the information down below, but I'm so excited to get to this one. I've been seeing a lot of like special edition things pop up for this one. There's a Waterstones one, which is like a big apple and like rainbow spurting out, which I thought I liked it. And then there's another special edition, which in general you can get it anywhere in the US, I think. But it is a pre-order, so I think it comes out later this year in November. I like that one too, but honestly, I definitely still like just the original cover. But who knows? If I read this and I really like it, I might just buy all the others. I'm crazy. And this one I got from my friend. She actually got this for me for Christmas last year, but I don't know, we just get so busy and time flies away from us, and we finally just met up last month to swap our Christmas gifts, and she got this for me for Christmas last year. It is Kristen Hanna's Night Road, and I'm not sure what this is actually about, but it says, life comes down to a series of choices: to hold on, to let go, to forget, to forgive. Which road will you take? Still don't know what that is about, but I think she bought this for me because we read a lot of books together in the past like 2 or 3 years, and one of them was one of Kristen Hanna's books. Which one is it? I don't know, but I read a few of Kristen Hanna's books, and I in general like all of them. The last one that I read was The The Four Seasons or something like that. The Fourth Wind? Four something. And I really liked it. It was about the Great Depression. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. Oh, and this one is Daughter of the Siren Queen. This is by Trisha Levenseller. This is number 2 in the series, and I have number 1 in the series somewhere. I have it in their original covers too, but she and her publisher, whoever, they recently like reprinted everything to be super cute. It has like a ribbon bookmark as well, and the edges are just so adorable. They're still like the lovely map, and I don't know if the hard cover has anything, but aw, that's so cool. Anyways, I did read the first one and I liked it, and I do need to continue with the series, and I think there's a different book coming out later this year that maybe is in the same world. I'm not too sure. I have to look into that, but I love this. Let's see what's next. Let's get into my book of the month, and I feel like I have something else, but I just don't have it here with me. I'm pretty sure I ordered something else in my July book of the month, but I can't for the life of me remember, and I don't have it with me, so let's just go over this one. The only one left. Oh, I remember now. And it's not here probably because it's upstairs somewhere in my red pile, but I got this one. I got, what else? I got, damn, Ali Hazelwood's Love Theoretically, which is like one of my favorite romances this year. I got Riley Sager's The Only One Left, and then I got another book from maybe Miranda or something, but it is called Dark Corners, and that's like a second in a series, but I heard you can read it as a standalone. But yeah, I am a little ways through this. I think I'm on chapter like 10 or something, and it's interesting so far. I just feel like it's not gripping me as much as like other books have been of his, but I'll finish it soon. And then we have some Waterstones books, which I'll show this one first. Madeline Miller, Song of Achilles, which I have not read yet, but I believe this is my 3rd edition of it. I don't know why, like people keep telling me they love it. My coworker likes it as well. It's just like everyone always raves about this and Circe, and I haven't read either of them, but I do have multiple versions of them. So I got this one. Nothing crazy about it. It's just like a hardcover special, I don't know. It's just like a naked hardcover special edition book from Waterstones, and I think it's so adorable. And then we have, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I have 2 editions of this. Actually, scratch that, I think I have 3 editions of this. I have Inkblood Sister Scribe. I am subscribed to a bunch of things, and I don't realize that some book boxes are doing special editions of these books and stuff like that, and then I order other versions, and then I just get a bunch of them. But I really hope that I like this book, because now I have 3 of them. I have Book of the Month, I have Waterstones, and then I have Goldsboro over here, which I will show next. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition. It has cute and stenciled edges. Is it stenciled or printed? Who knows? And then it has like, you know, just random end page art. And I guess that's about it. It is signed. I did not even know that. So cute. I definitely do hope that I love this, because bam, Goldsboro edition. This one also has different edges. It is a naked hardcover. Ooh, the back says, not all books should be opened. I like it. I'm gonna read this soon, I promise. Going back to my Waterstones books, this was the last one. Girl, Goddess, Queen. Do not ask me what it's about. I do not know. But I saw this version and I wanted to get it. I did hear people say that they read it and they loved it. So I'm all about like the hype. People tell me they love something. I'm like, shoot, maybe I'll love it too. It's just so cool looking. Yeah, so I want to read this soon as well. It's just so many books to read, so little time. And then my friend got me this. Oh yeah, this is the same friend that got me the Christmas gift. She got me this book club journal, which my other friend, my coworker, got me one of these things too. And I tried using it this year. I always just read books and then I put it down and I forget about him, and I don't really jot down what I think about it until later when I forget. But I really want to get started into these book journals, because people keep getting these for me and I love it. I love the idea of like, you know, just putting down your notes, putting your ratings down here in an actual journal. So I want to get this started soon. I'm gonna save this for 2024. Okay, so into my like subscription boxes, I already went over Goldsboro. I subscribed like a few months ago, so this is my 3rd book from them. And let's get into my other subscriptions here. So not really a subscription, but I did sign up for the Brandon Sanderson Kickstarter last year for the Year of Sanderson. And so we're finally at book 3, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. Someone read this already, I think, and said that they loved it. There was Trust of the Emerald Sea. There was The Wizard's Guide to Something Handbook, I don't know. And then there's Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and people keep saying they just get better and better. These are like standalone books, but I think there are little nuggets to the cause mirror in these. Oh man, this one is just so gorgeous. The back says, what does it say? A person is more than our experiences stacked up like stones. Our best moments are the foundations we use to reach for the sky. How cute is that? Yes, so I'm excited to get into those books. These ones are, this one is my Illumicrate book. This is the Jasad Air by Sarah Hashem. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It is so gorgeous. It is a queen, oh wait, from the ashes a queen rises. That sounds amazing. So let's see. Get ready for an unmissable tale of shattered kingdoms, forbidden magic, and cunning royals in Sarah Hashem's Egyptian-inspired epic fantasy debut. At 10 years old, the heir of Jasad fled a massacre that consumed her entire family. At 15, she buried her first body. At 20, her carefully crafted lies are starting to crumble. Oh my god, this sounds right up my alley. I love, like, you know, royals and like hidden family members, and I don't know, it just sounds crazy. I want to read this soon. Here are the digital edges again. I'm assuming they're digital edges, but who knows? I could be wrong. They look like digital printed edges. And this is the cute end pages. Is there something in the front? Bam. So nice. I love it. I don't know if I've been hearing many things about this book, so I'll have to read it soon. This one is Fairy Loot's YA book, and it's so funny because we were talking in Discord about this book, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I have that in one of my subscription boxes soon. And then I opened my boxes and I was like, oh, here we go. Yes, it is Illumicrate's July YA book, Threads That Bind. It is so pretty. And look at that. I think people were saying, like, why is there stripes here? And I think it's because it separates by like part 1, part 2, part 3, but the page that separates it is black. It's printed black. Let me show you. See? Ba-ba-da-bum. But anyways, it is so pretty so far. Let me see. Dang, I love their art. Like, these book boxes nowadays are just top tier. They're next level. And this is the art in the back. Let me see. Makes me feel so spoiled. This is the naked hardcover. Because I was looking at my editions from books a long time ago and they didn't have much, even though like at the time it was like, this is crazy, this is a special edition. But yeah, this is a reverse dust jacket, I think. I always forget to look at these. Threads That Bind. Okay. Let's see here. And then my adult book for Fairy Loot for July is Chloe Gong's Immortal Longings. And I have a bunch of books by Chloe Gong up there. I have Our Violent Ends, Foul Lady Fortune, and have I read any of them? No, but I do have a lot of her books. Immortal Longings, I think this is a first in a new series. Tear down a lover, rebuild the kingdom. Sounds angsty. And these two books are from my Unplugged book box. If you guys don't know, I am a rep for that box. I love them so much. Like, the owner is just so amazing and kind. And their books, what I really love about their books is that they're so diverse. I won't know what I'm getting unless I look at spoilers. Yes, they give spoilers, but I do look at them. I do look at them and then I forget, so when I get them in the mail, it's still a surprise. But what I like about it is that it's very diverse in terms of genres. Like, you can get romance, you can get mystery, horror, you can get literary fiction. And it's so cool because I in general love a lot of different genres. Like, you know, Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, yes, that's fine if you know what genre you love and stick to. Those are basically fantasy romance, or epic fantasy, whatever, right? Fantasy. But I love a lot of other genres too. And so in July we got, so I'm a rep from the adult box, but you can use my code ELIZA5 for anything on their website. The adult box is the Borrow a Bookshop Holiday, which is a romance book. It says, spend your days talking books with customers in your own charming bookshop and serving up delicious cream teas in the cozy cafe. A romantic book filled treat. Oh, so cute. I definitely want to read this soon. I kind of want to start up some sort of like buddy read with their group or something like that, but we'll see. Look at the end pages, so darn cute. Oh yeah, and the edges are books. Yeah, so I want to read that soon. So I'm a rep for the adult one, but I do subscribe to the young adult one as well. And bam, look at that. The book is What Walks These Halls by Amy Clarkin. I think it's an Irish author. Let me check. Let me just make sure. Amy Clarkin is a writer from Dublin. Her nonfiction writing is often the theme of chronic illness and identity and has been featured in Sonder Literary Magazine. Let's see. But this one I don't think is nonfiction. This sounds like a mystery horror type of book. Look at the end pages. It looks scary. Yeah. I read the synopsis to this before and it sounds creepy. Let's see. Something happens in this house. Her father died during a paranormal investigation. Her brother was not there to see what happened, but this main character has been growing up seeing and hearing things that no one else does, and now that she's starting college, she finally has the freedom to find out what happened back then. Sounds really creepy. I'm so excited to read this. Question is, do I read it now or do I save it until like, you know, October, where I want to read all the spooky things? But yeah, so I think that ends my special edition books. Let's get into all my other books. Actually I have a special edition here too, but I put it over here because I basically paid for this secondhand just to get these Jan Loon bookends. I didn't even take it out yet, but basically this was included in one of Illumicrate's book boxes, I think in 2022. Obviously in 2022 I was not this crazy and I did not subscribe to a bunch of things. It just basically blew up in the past 3 months or so. But anyways, I saw, after I read the Greenbone Saga, I just searched online for anything that had to do with this series because I wanted it all. And so I saw that they did bookends for this series, and then so to get a good deal on it I actually had to buy it with the whole box set. So I bought everything here for like 30 bucks. It comes with this mug. You know how, you know, Illumicrate has mugs now and then. I think this is, I don't know what mug it is, but I'm thinking it is Girls of Paper and Fire or something like that, but it's cute. I mean, I love these mugs, so I was like, I might as well get this box anyways, because it seemed like a pretty good box. And it came with this. I love this. It's basically like a book hugger. I don't know what it's called, but you know, there's book sleeves, but then you have these things where you just wrap it around the book, so when you hold it, it doesn't, you don't damage the book. I don't know. And then it came with something else too. Yes, this passport holder, this passport holder, which I don't know if it's like inspired by anything, but it says, the planet was beautiful, the planet was horrible, the planet was full of people and they were beautiful and horrible too. Wise words. And then it came with this, which I'm kind of questioning because I heard it got like negative reviews for some sort, but it is We All Fall Down by Rosie Sbado. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll have to take a look and see again what happened, but yeah, all in all to say, I bought a bunch of extra things to get these bookends. And I was talking to some friends before about how I think this series is very underrated. And I know that's not what I mean. Like, I know it is a very beloved series. It's very popular. But what I mean is that they just need to have more merchandise with this series. There's a lot of different series that you see things pop up all the time. You know, Sarah J Maas, Jennifer L. Armentrout, Six of Crows is always being done. Even what's it called? The Lunar Chronicles, which I love, is getting another remake from another company. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I just bought the Fairy Loot and then bam, another one is making it into another special edition. And it's just like, can I get 5 editions of the Greenbone Saga, please? But anyway, so there's that. And then what else? Oh, I got A Soul of Ash and Blood. Am I caught up with the series? No, I'm very behind. Probably 3 books behind now, but I always pre-order them for some reason. I fool myself into thinking I'll be caught up, but I am excited to read A Soul of Ash and Blood nonetheless. I thought it was like, you know, I thought it was like the first book from Blood and Ash in Hawke's point of view, but I hear like there's a lot of little nuggets here and there. I did see a lot of negative reviews about this, so I feel like the series is just going downhill for people, and I think that's part of the reason why I haven't gone on yet, because I still want to keep the magic of the series in my head. But yes, I bought this one, and then I got The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Penranda. Penaranda. Yes, it is the first in the Nightfall series. This is the author of An Heir Comes to Rise, which is a very long series. People compare it to A Throne of Glass sometimes, I think. And I have the first book in that series. I just haven't read it yet, but I feel like I will love it a lot. And then, so obviously I support everything the author does. I don't know, but I bought this. It's like a fantasy romance. I heard it's really good. And then I got House of Roots and Ruin. This is definitely influenced by Sam. She loves the first book in the series, which is House of Salt and Sorrow. I bought that a long time ago as one of my Book of the Month books, and I just haven't read it yet. But I definitely am trying to get to that this year, and then I'll read this one. I don't know which version this is. I think it's just like the regular version because Barnes & Noble's does a separate one where it has sprayed edges, but the cover is just so darn beautiful. Yes, this is Sam's like 100th book that she read, I think. She does a whole video about picking the book and it's like, bam. Okay, and then this one I got from the publisher, so thank you so much. I got Banyan Moon by Tao Tai. I'm basically on a large kick this year, supporting all the Vietnamese authors that I can find. And I saw this one, Heart-Shatteringly Beautiful by Nguyen Phan Quay Mai. Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, there's a lot of like Carolyn Huynh in the back of here. Ooh, E.M. Tran? Who is that? Author of Daughters of the New Year. I definitely have to look into that, but I just want to support like all of these Vietnamese authors specifically, so I'm collecting them all up. But this one actually sounds really good and I want to read this with my sister. A sweeping, evocative debut novel following 3 generations of Vietnamese American women, revealing the family's inherited burdens, buried secrets, and unlikely love stories. So I'm basically in it for the family's inherited burdens because we all know how that is, right? Interested to see the buried secrets and unlikely love stories. I'm sure there's a lot of secrets everywhere in my family, but I'm like, I cannot be bothered. Yeah, I'm excited to read this one. Okay, and then we're getting into my San Diego Comic-Con haul, and I will briefly go through all of these because I did do a video talking more about them, but I got Calamity, which is one of Bramble's imprint's new books. It is sci-fi fantasy. And then I got this one, The Last Luminian, which sounds very interesting. I got Little Thieves by Margaret Owens. She was very sweet to talk to when I was in line. She wrote in the book here, To Eliza, choose your own ending. Sweet. I got Alone with You in the Ether. Kick me because I definitely need to read this. And then I got A Guide to the Dark, which is one of the ones that I'm most excited about in this haul. A Guide to the Dark, they marketed as Sapphic House on Haunted. What is it? House on Haunting Hill? Ugh, what is that book? What is that show? The House on Haunted Hill? The House on Haunted? Haunting of Hill House. There it is. They marketed it as a Sapphic Haunting of Hill House, and Haunting of Hill House like gave me nightmares, so I am so excited to read this one. Oh, and then we got The Spite House, which also sounds really creepy. And then the freaking author said, To Eliza, now the house knows your name. I'm like, oh shit. And then, oh, this is what I came there for, to get Lightbringer by Pierce Brown. He is just so awesome. He is the best. Like, we're so nervous. I was so nervous because I just get really weird and like really like fan crazy when I see people that I love and adore. And then my sister was really nervous because she's like, I haven't read any of his books. He's gonna see right through me. But he made us feel so welcome and at ease. I love him so much. And then I got V.E. Schwab's Extraordinary, which I haven't even read any of V.E. Schwab's books, but I definitely do want to get into them and then read this. I was like, I have to get some graphic novel at Comic-Con. So yes, that is my Comic-Con haul. And then lastly, yes, last stack over here. This stack is basically a stack of books that I have already, but in different form. So if you have been following any of my videos or my socials, you'll know that Greenbone Saga is one of my favorite series of all time now. So I definitely dropped a lot of money on these special editions. They are the Illumicrate special editions, and I think they came out sometime during the pandemic, but I wasn't in the know back then, and oh my gosh, they're just so beautiful. They're naked hardcovers, and they're just amazing. The back of these books, it says, on my honor, on my life, on my jade. So cool. And then they have like stenciled edges too, but really it's like the naked hardbacks that I am just in love with. And I bought it off a seller that did include all the goodies with it. So I got the bookmarks, I got these little like Twice Lucky saucer plate things, and then I got the pins that says, what does it say, like the horn, the weatherman, and things like that. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And this one I wasn't really interested in this one, but because I was just so crazy about the series, I was like, let me just buy everything that is related to the Greenbone Saga. I bought the Jade Setter of Jan Loon, which Meredith did read it, and I think she said it was okay. But what I really want is Jade Shards, which I pre-ordered. And then the time came where it came out, Amazon was like out for delivery, and actually it was not out for delivery. They canceled it and didn't say anything else. So now I'm trying to re-buy Jade Shards, but I just can't find it anywhere that is available. It's just ebook, so I am very sad. Jade Shards is the one that actually has like extra stories about the main characters back then, you know, so I really want that one. And then I bought hardcovers of the whole series because I'm crazy like that. I just want everything. Bam! And then the last two books are from the Red Rising series. I got Red Rising itself, and then I got Dark Age because I actually have the soft covers or the paperbacks, whatever. But I bought dust jackets from Nerdy Ink a long time ago, and I don't have the hardcover. So I have been keeping an eye out on them to see when they're more, like when they're on sale. So I have this one, I need the other two, and then I think I need Iron Gold. Yeah, that's what I need. Anyways, that's my book haul for July. I'm so glad I got through this in under 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this little book haul. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye.